Hello everyone. So today we'll explore key constitutional rights that Americans have and more importantly, what people often misunderstand about them. Understanding how this right function helps us recognize our responsibilities and protections as citizens. So let's get started. So I'll explain what each right guarantees, what limits exist, and some of the biggest misconceptions. You see that many rights are more complex than they appear. So the first one I'm gonna talk about freedom of religion. So freedom of religion means you can practice any religion or none, and the government can't favor one over another. A very common misconception is that America is officially Christian. Um, though many citizens are Christian, the government cannot endorse any faith. Public school staff cannot lead prayers. Students may pray privately, but schools must remain neutral. And the second one is the freedom of speech. The freedom of speech protects even unpopular ideas and criticisms of government, but speech that incites immediate violence or threats is not protected. Another misunderstanding is that freedom of speech means freedom from criticism. It only protects you from government punishment, not social consequences. And freedom of the press ensures journalists can investigate and publish information without government interference. Some people believe the government can restrict misleading or critical news, but in reality, the government usually cannot stop publication beforehand. And I'm gonna talk about the Fourth Amendment and protect the Fourth Amendment. So it protects you. It protects your privacy. Police generally need a warrant or probable cause to search property, including your phone. A very common misconception is that officers can search if you seem suspicious. They need legal justification. And the due process. The due process means the government must follow fair procedures before taking life, liberty, or property. It applies in both criminal and many civil matters. It doesn't guarantee innocence, it guarantees fairness. So the Ninth Amendment. Um, the Ninth Amendment acknowledges that people have many rights beyond the text. This is why courts protect rights like privacy, even though not specifically written. And the Tenth Amendment. The Tenth Amendment limits the federal government. States control areas like education and some criminal laws. However, federal law is supreme when there's conflict. Um, Equal protection. Equal protection means the government can't threat. Oh, sorry. Equal protection means government can't treat similar people differently without good reason. It supports civil rights rulings like Brown v. Board. It does not guarantee equal outcomes, only fairness in the law. And discrimination. So discrimination means unequal treatment based on characteristics like race or gender. So only discrimination against protected classes in specific settings like work, housing, it's illegal. So private individuals also can discriminate illegally, not just governments. So here's a little conclusion. Um, these rights shape everyday life, but misunderstandings are very widespread. Knowing how rights actually work helps us protect ourselves and others and participate responsibly in civic life. So that's it for today's presentation, and thank you so much for listening.